Welcome back to Life with Roger for week number 4 of 8. The water fasting boot camp system that I use, that my daughter uses, and that you have been using. So by now, you've got 3 weeks under your belt. You've already gone through the week 2 random ass mystery poop. That's what I call it. Comes out of nowhere, it seems like. You have built up some stamina for your push-ups, your sit-ups. You've built up your squats a little bit by now. Your running should really be coming along great. Your jogging for when you're running out of juice for running. And then, of course, we all do our walking. I envy some of you guys and gals for being able to still run a distance. I've got 5 bad discs in my back, so it just don't happen. If I run, I'm stuck in a recliner for a week, and it's a negative overall impact. I've been sick for the last couple of days, so I didn't get as much work done this week as I like to. Well, honestly, it was just yesterday. Yesterday, I hit the gym. I was completely fatigued in like 3 sets. I felt like absolute trash. My whole body was aching. I didn't sleep Saturday night. I just tossed and turned and I was doing that cold sweat bullshit. And I kind of got pissed off because I had like 4 of the fucking coronavirus symptoms and I was like, no fucking way. I've been isolated since March and now I go back to the gym and boom, now I get it. Fuck y'all. But I don't have it. I feel good today. I got to go to the gym after I finish this morning video for you guys. So let's go ahead and move on to the instructions for week number 4. I'm going to assume that you're still water fasting because you should still be water fasting. If you're watching this, week number 4 means that it should be your day 22 out of 30. In case you didn't know, you're going to be doing a 30-day water fast. And then after that, we're going to be getting into a lot of nutritional training and ways to keep the weight off of you that you lost during the boot camp. A lot of which has to do with the stamina we've been building, and that's why I have you run so much. You'll see all the results and the reasons for it later on in your life. Now, last week, we added squats to your jumping jacks, your push-ups, and your sit-ups. Okay, this week, we're not adding a new exercise. We're simply pushing harder than we did last week. So you're going to do your painful set, the set to failure, in the morning and at night for all 4 exercises now. All 4 exercises, single set in the morning, single set at night, to failure. Now, we'll get more into lifting and stuff later on, but after next week, you're actually going to need a little bit of weights. It's not going to be a lot of bit of weights, and it ain't going to be super heavy. I'll link to what I need you to buy in the description below so you can look at it. You may already have it. Most people do somewhere. Even people that don't even work out, for whatever reason, have this stuff tucked away in their garage or in storage or something, just gathering dust. It's basically just a couple of dumbbells. I keep dumbbells from different weights all the time in my house, as well as my little barbell and stuff like that. You just need a set of 10s and a set of 15s dumbbells. That's it. You don't need a barbell or anything for the rest of the training. 10s, 15s. That's it. And that's what we're going to pick up on next week. Now let's talk about your progress so far. So far, I started you out running, and most of you probably were only able to run 3 to 5 minutes when you first started. That seems to be the average for people. I can run 5 minutes still, and I don't run. But 5 minutes, and I get aching if I keep pushing. So I just don't. I can jog a little bit, but not a whole lot. The impact, even wearing double socks, the impact kills me. That's one of the reasons I do 6 to 8 hours of training, and I'm only asking you to do 4. And here you thought 4 was a lot. It is not a lot. This week, I also want you to continue your running, jogging, walking. 4 hours, try to stretch out that walking. Now, although you probably started with 5 minutes, by the end of the 3rd week, if you've been doing what you're supposed to do and pushing just a little bit harder every day, you should be running no less than 45 minutes out of your day. Now, that may not be 45 minutes all at once. That might be 5 or 10 minutes 4 or 5 times through the course of the day. It adds up and it helps. I'm sure you're already noticing a change in the mirror, and I really hope you haven't stepped on the scale, but I know you have. You always do. I don't know what it is about human nature that makes people want to step on a scale. I haven't stepped on a scale since day 21 of my last fast. I don't care what I weigh. I care how I look in the mirror. I squeeze my fat. I want to know what the fuck is going on with my body. You may or may not, since I don't work out before this video, so I have 0 pump right now, but I'm working on getting my muscles up and just stacking everything I can here while I'm still trying to cut off the rest of this body fat for the belly. I can poke it out for you if you want, especially after everything I ate yesterday. I ate soup and a shit ton of salts, which, you can judge me, I had a bag of fucking Ruffles tater chips. I did it, and some dip to go with it. I felt like shit. I don't care. I make no excuses for that. But today, I'll hit the gym and I'll burn that shit off. Because today, I'm no longer sick feeling. Anyways, that's what I'm doing in my training. What you're doing is different from what I'm doing. But I still don't want to hide anything from you. I want y'all to see the entire process of what I'm doing, and you can see in the mirror what you're doing. Next week, week number 5, things are going to get different. Things are going to change. Make sure you have these weights in your house by then. Because next week, we don't just get 1 weekly video. I have to start stretching it out and making a couple. But for week 4, all you have to do is push harder. You keep to the same exercises you've been doing. I don't want to push you harder than that. And you still push harder to run more, to jog more. Only settle for walking when you can no longer jog. Only settle to jog if you can no longer run. But run as much as you possibly can. The additional calorie burn from that amount of cardio is going to help you shave more of that fat off of your body. For this week, that's it. I'll see you all again on Monday. Have a good week and push as hard as you possibly can.